That was refreshing. Now we can go down here. I'm going to go into the push pusher thing. This. I'm currently listening to a playlist recommended to me because I wanted music similar to Brain Surgeons 3 to play. So we'll see what this is like. This is quite cushiony, isn't it? I like how, I can't remember if I did this or Big Image Creator did this, but quite like how this has turned out to be a bit like a satin cushion. This will be a lot flatter. Her arm will almost be there. Open up your mind, get rid of all the pain. What's this? Open Your Mind by Daryl Nash. It's quite nice. Not doing too much there. And I also took the opportunity just before to have another look at microphones. I might not actually benefit from a lavalier type as they are omnidirectional or bidirectional. And I apologise, but I realised you are listening to something that sounds like I'm sat right next to a fish tank, and I'm not. But yeah, what you can actually hear is the coolant fans on the laptop going bonkers. An omnidirectional microphone wouldn't necessarily help that situation. A unidirectional one might. I may have to find something relatively budget that will clip on to the shelf above my head. Right, I need to think hard here. What am I looking at? This can be... I'm going to zoom out. I need to have a proper look at that rubber round. This might be here. Only if this was sticking out so much it was catching like this past her arms. You know, at some point you have to stop being logical about where things are and just see what you're looking at. And try and imagine, you know, when you go into a new house that you're thinking of buying, perhaps, and you're looking at the decor that the current tenants or the previous tenants have left in place. You have to see it, but not see it. See the potential. See what could be there. What would be there if it was your imagination in charge? And I think, well, that's going to be there, isn't it? It's going to be, that's kind of right, but more like up here. So I'm just going to, this is very, very vivid. I'm going to turn that down to 40 opacity. That's quite small still. Maybe turn the size of the brush up to 30. This is like rough sketching. I've got a vague notion that this is too dark here. So this is why I prefer this to be bigger. But actually, you know, if I'm going to be doing things like this, make dramatic changes in a short amount of time, this is okay to look at. And I don't know why I'm talking as if you're a real person that I'm talking to. I promised myself I wouldn't have ever an end user in mind. Because in theory and logically it would seriously hamper creativity. And it kind of becomes performance. And this, what I'm doing now, I record myself speaking, is one step closer towards performance. And it makes me uneasy. So I do apologise if I get a little bit strange and dark sometimes. I'm thinking about you. Know that. I'm aware of you when I'm speaking. And I don't want to be. I'm not sure you would want me to be aware of you either. Do you know when you're young and potentially a little bored, but you have a pen and paper and you just start doodling and you're not even really looking at what you're doing, just drawing something. This is a bit like that, I think. At this stage, I'm kind of not seeing. Does this mean I've moved into a present mode as opposed to a Janussian type thing? Or I'm anchored in the present just by pure virtue of being tethered to the past and the future. Just darker there, darker. Can't really see. Would the water be higher though? No, not necessarily. This would cast a much darker shadow. That's what it is. Trying to look for what just doesn't seem right and change it. A much more pronounced shadow. This doesn't quite have the immediacy of using a brush on a canvas, physical brush. Because when you use a brush on a canvas, if you have legs, some kind of motility, oh, hark at that, I use motility rather than mobility. What an intellectual snob I am. You have greater mobility when you have a physical canvas and a brush, and you're constantly stepping back and forwards and changing your view. Whereas with this, it takes a little bit longer because I'm having to use the scroll wheel to zoom in and out. It doesn't help the fact that the scroll wheel on this mouse is on the fritz. So there is a lag while it seems to be spinning without connecting to any cogs or gears. There will be a little light there. You always hurt the one you love. And I do love this bit, but it's not right. As much as it looks like a cushion, and I like that. Doesn't look logical at all. A little darker down here. Just going to drag this darkness. This much darker. Because this is on a 200% or 200 pixel fade out for opacity. It's quite big, 30. This is really good for this size of image. The 12,000 pixel image. It's, to be fair, it's all good. The different tool settings and sizes of image in combination and different zooms are good for different things. Right, okay, so okay, you see, so if this is going behind her, then her waist must end there. So she's leaning forward. Is she leaning forward? That's why this looks wrong. It's because it wouldn't be out this far if her waist was there. I think that both the tentacle and the current waistline are at fault here. This needs to go further that way, this needs to come further this way. And then it might make more sense. Unless, of course, the tentacle actually doesn't go behind her waist, but drops down here before going up behind her arm, her elbow there, and then coming round. Trying to see it. I'm trying to see it. What's better? There are going to be problems whichever way I do it. Round behind her back or under her arm. Never want to not make a rod from my own back. I'm going under her arm. So, okay, got the clown brush on. Gonna go to AC. I'm not quite as confident as the 90 would suggest. 30 pixels. This is a strange sound. What is this? Oh, it's Kamikaze by the Thompson Twins. I'm gonna give it a chance. But it's already disorientating me a little bit. This is scary. Okay, alright. To go onto there, then this needs to come here a bit. Oh, it's looking bad. Dark. Line. This would come out here. And this is wrong. Oh, stop being logical. Just look at it. Where's that? Because it's gone behind the back again. Board coming off. I could just use the push on this and I love that. Oh, nice bit of contrast there. Dark. Let's bring this as far over as I can. I'm not sure Kamikaze by the Thompson Twins is the best type of music for what I'm doing right now. I'm not a happy bunny right now. It's good, but not right. Susie, he's looking at you. What's this? Assassinat by Cerrone and Bob Sinclair. See? Is this one of them housey? think the reason I might be quite worried today, brave, is because I've kind of given up hope. And so I went to bed. And I determined to sleep from about 7 o'clock in the morning till I woke up about an hour before the sun set, just in time to appreciate the dawning of the flies brought out by the sun. And all led to being a rather positive and strangely upbeat mindset. I've got this on too high, turn down. Got a little less pass opaque. Dark beer around there. Yeah, I was wondering why I had a craving for a squishy, half-baked chocolate chip cookie. And it's because I've got one just left field constantly right now. Push that in. Then a little more. Do a claw, not push it. Not push it. This is Transition to the Afterlife by the Utopia song. I would like this. See and think, and see and think, see. Later, darker, later. Should I just use the lime darken brush thing? This is almost like cross-hatching. I'm going at a right angle to the dark lines that were already there. Which has the effect of making the dark lines darker where they intersect. And a little bit darker where they intersect. So I'm going to push this over. Okay. I'm Siri, you may be about to become a little less buxom. Don't like this, I think this looks like it's stuck on. It's too angular. I have to remember to endeavour to enunciate. But not to tell myself why. It's better, isn't it? What's this? End credits by Let's Eat Grandma. I like that. It's kind of a bit goth rock. Got a good beat. Techno as well. Why am I talking? I don't know if it helps, but maybe I should take my glasses off for doing this. Do you know how to do that? Hold on a minute. Whoa, that's blurry. Right, let's be blurry. And this is, I've got this, Anabasis by Dead Can Dance. I think I've talked about this song. Does that look terrible? I can only say, oh, it's really disconcerting. Don't want to do that. This had to go. So it just doesn't know whether it wants to be one thing or another. I'm putting my glasses back on, I can't see this. Scary. I don't seem to have heard it that much. I don't like not being in control. This is so, oh my gosh. have the capacity. I keep forgetting I've got a feed in. Just be a constant part of this, to destroy the things that you like. I like that. I'm going to leave that. I don't care if it's wrong. But this, it's to be thinner. Let's face it, I got that wrong. Double tentacle, no. I'm going to make this. This is kind of the chest. Actually, that's quite nice because it echoes the shape here. Just gonna yeah, this feels good. But that's wrong, isn't it? Oh, that's bad. What am I doing? Shedding.